Okay, well, welcome back everybody. Gary here from Gary's Garage. So I got a little project here. This one is interesting, so I decided I'm going to do a quick video of this. When I was over on the island, on Vancouver Island, I picked up this little mini, or it's called a micro drill press. It revs up to, let's see, I think 8,500 RPM. Let's see here, 8,500 RPM, that's right. So these are great for using really tiny drill bits, especially when you want to drill something. Large mills typically go up to, maybe 2,000, or well, even drills or mills only go up to about 2,000 RPM. Like my main knee mill will go no more than 2,000 RPM. I think it's actually 1,600 max. And my drill press, I might be around 2,500, and that's fine. But really, when you want to get into the really tiny drill bits, like under a 1/16 of an inch or 1/16 of an inch and under, even 1/8 of an inch, you really want to go at a much higher speed. So this guy came along on the Facebook Marketplace for really quite cheap. But it is made in China, and the quality is pretty decent. It does travel up and down the main shaft quite nicely. But what was not that great was the chuck. It's quite a bit, it's crappy. It's just a Chinese chuck. It's really crunchy. It's a tiny little thing. I guess you can't really tell, maybe just by having it in my hand, but I think this thing goes up to, 6.5 millimeters. I mean, that's really tiny. That's just over 1/4 of an inch, I think. So anyway, I thought, okay, you know what? I think I can do better than that. And so then I did order a keyless chuck. This appears to be, well, it's way heavier, same capacity, but it's keyless, and the quality seems to be much better. But you won't be able to tell until a little later. I'll get to that in a second, but it definitely looks and feels like quite a bit nicer. I will take it apart, get all the crap out of there. You know how things are with these Chinese tooling. But I suspect it's going to be fine. It's going to be better than what's on there right now. But the main thing was the spindle. Now I took the spindle out, and I was just setting it up on the surface grinder, and I figured out, well, you know what? I can't set it up on the surface grinder because I need some kind of an angle plate. But I need a magnetic angle plate. So I ordered a 6x12 magnetic angle plate that sits on top of the 6x12 magnetic plate of the surface grinder. And what that's going to allow me to do is to tilt this angle plate, see if I can do it while I'm holding it, tilt this angle plate up. Ugh, man, it's heavy. Like so, right, to the correct angle, so that taper, which is called a B0 taper, is flat or horizontal with the spindle of the surface grinder, so that I can regrind it, because it is out. All right, so I think I got things indicated in here. Let's just get the stylus. Get some light on here. Get the stylus on the shaft. There we go. And I'm going to traverse the length of the shaft. And it is not moving. And I'll just jiggle this here so you can see that it's actually making contact. But yeah, I think I'm good. I think I got it. Okay, so the other thing is, this shaft is out. It appears to be a 1/2 thou. Well, not exactly centered over there, but from where I am, it's a 1/2 thou or so. Probably just under, maybe 4/10. So that's not too bad, but I'd like to try to get that to within 1/10 would be nice, if possible. Or goodness. Okay guys, I'm set up here. Got the wheel warming up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this shaft by hand as I feed it into the stone. So I'm going to get the vacuum cleaner going on here. Actually, maybe not. It's got a tiny amount of dust, so I won't bother with that. So I'm going to go in and see what happens here. There we go. We got a little bit of sparking. I'm just cleaning it up. I can tell you the finish is already looking a million times better. Okay, so I'll show you what the finish looks like and what I've hit up on. I'm going to rotate the shaft, and you see right there it didn't hit anything, and then there it hit. So it's cleaning up quite nicely, but and that's what I expected. I expected it would clean up some, and then right there would leave some unfinished, because that's why we're about 4/10 out. So that seems to make sense. Okay, I brought it down 5/10, and now I'm getting more of a continuous grind. Okay, now I know I hit the shoulder. Wow, that looks pretty incredible. Okay, let's bring you in. Okay, so there you can see it's cleaned up almost all the way to the top. I don't need to go that far up. I'm just going to bring the chuck in to see what the fit's like. Okay, so I got the chuck here, and this was a B10 taper. But there we go. I'm in. It hasn't gone all the way up. There's lots of room still left. So you know what? Everything that needs, the whole area that needed to be ground is ground. I don't want to take any more material off if I don't have to, because there's always a chance of a screw up happening. But next thing to do now is to check the runout. So I'll set up the dial indicator and see what we got going. So I'm just going to jiggle here because I want you to see this. I'm going to jiggle it up and down by hand, so there is contact. Okay. Just in case I didn't show this before, I drilled in a little pin in here into the pulley so that I could turn and grind. But I'm also going to turn this to see what the indicator is reading. And this is a 10th, and look at that. Unbelievable. It is, I mean, that shaft is moving, guys. Can you see that? So I'm rotating the shaft. You can see the shaft rotate, and you got the dial indicator in the same frame, and look at that. I'm seeing zero movement. Zero movement. This is incredible. I had no idea I'd get it this well. It's amazing. I'm just gonna jiggle this again up and down. Yeah, so there's contact. It's fully engaged. And you know what? I'm just going to pull it off so you can see it drop. There you go. That's it. So I'd say that is fantastic. Chinese spindle with about 4/10 runout, probably fine for a lot of people, but you know, having a surface grinder to be able to clean something up like that is, I'm just blown away. It is really amazing that I was able to achieve this. This is the first time I've ever done this, by the way. I've never set up sine plates before, angle plates. I got a stack up inside there, as you can see. You know, this is great. Really, really stoked. Anyway, hope this was useful. Talk to you later.